U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Hilliard now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Huntley. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Huntley to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On the ball, now. Ready.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Okay, ready? Snap. Go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now he dunks this down. Cook hit, and he lost the football. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
They'll start with the option. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. To throw, Huntley. They swing that out wide to Jake. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's to the 10. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. It was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Huntley. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Huntley. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Taken from just outside the 30. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Pearson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. run the counter with Cook. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Pearson. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football. And
picking up the 1st down. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hilliard now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Set to get this drive started. Still in the 1st half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing to start the drive. Huntley. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the 1st play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He's going to try and do this himself. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
To throw on 2nd down. Huntley, he finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Raiders 0.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Brian Asamoah coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. Huntley. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Vikings at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Operating from the gun, Pearson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hilliard now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. offense set to get this drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Huntley.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way to a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Come on. Hit.
To Jefferson on the slant. Down inside the 10.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Hold it set. Set. Let's go.
They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
There we go.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They'll give it to him again. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Cook. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hilliard now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And At 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfro. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake, and he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. An update from Buffalo. The Bills have taken the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll try the middle with Cook. And some room to roam now. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They go play action here on 1st down. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. Room here to run. 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
Vikings 21, Raiders 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to be set up beautifully. A
A heck of a return down inside the 40-yard line.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in position to score points with that big-time return.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And now the rookie's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 21-17.
21. Raiders 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun, Pearson. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
Come on.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Pearson. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw again. Pearson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was 4th down now, but not got another turnover on his ledger.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
A final shot before break. Huntley. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Taking it right down Broadway. 20. Touchdown, Vikings. He goes 86 yards on the kick return. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Hilliard now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Ready?
Play action. Huntley. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check the Eagles! Check the Eagles!
Back to throw. Huntley. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Huntley's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle, perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ready up!
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Huntley. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Huntley. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Now here's the option play going left. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Off the play fake. Huntley. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Next the score, Vikings 31, Raiders 24.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Luongo now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over first down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Pearson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead now up to 14.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hilliard now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On first down, Huntley. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Off the play fake, Huntley. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
A gain of 29 yards.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Throwing on first down. Huntley looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
47-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
To throw again, Huntley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
This offense on 3rd down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Huntley. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34.
ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Here's Huntley.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And it's going to lose yardage. He'll be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Huntley to throw.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Throwing to start the drive. Huntley. Open man, that's Renfro. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Huntley. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
To throw on 2nd down, Huntley. That's caught by Waller out left side. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller from 17 yards out.
And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Cook up the gut. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Okay, ready?
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
He'll keep it himself.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Come on, come on.
Here's Cook again.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores, so, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Huntley.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Vikings, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Eagles.